Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. This time, we're going to be tackling something I bet a lot of you have been thinking about. Is partnering with a digital marketing company still worth it in 2025?
Ooh, good question.
We found this blog post that really breaks it down, and let me tell you, right off the bat, they hit you with a truth bomb.
Well,
The world of digital marketing, it's changing faster than ever.
yeah, no kidding.
I mean, literally overnight, a whole strategy can just become, like, totally obsolete.
True. Yeah, it's true. The pace of change, it really is only picking up speed. I
Right.
mean, new platforms are popping up left and right, but it goes way deeper than that.
Oh, yeah.
Algorithms are constantly shifting. Like user behavior, it's evolving.
Mm-hmm.
And even global regulations are impacting the game now.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to stay on top of.
Yeah.
Like it's a whole job in itself.
Which brings us to the first big point this blog post makes, and that's expertise.
Makes sense.
They argue that a digital marketing company, they bring a whole team of specialists to the table, people who live and breathe this stuff. But, like, does that really even make a difference in 2025?
Well,
I mean, there's so much info available online. Couldn't somebody theoretically handle it themselves?
yet in theory, I guess.
Okay.
Like, you got to remember that big algorithm shift we saw last year on, what was it?
Which one?
Mention a popular social media platform. The one where they suddenly started pushing short form videos way more than like static images.
Oh, right.
I mean, businesses that were still just like relying on those picture posts, their reach just tanked
Overnight.
pretty much. But a good digital marketing partner, they wouldn't have just known about that change in advance.
They'd be ready for it.
Exactly. They'd be right. And they'd be helping their clients adjust like their whole content strategy. So they'd be riding the wave instead of getting wiped out.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah, I vaguely remember hearing about that. I guess it's not even just about knowing what's hot right now. It's about anticipating what's coming next.
100%.
So that's where the real value is, like staying ahead of the curve.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You constantly got to be researching, testing, adapting.
Oh my gosh.
It never ends. It really is a full-time gig.
Yeah.
I think that's where a digital marketing company really shines.
Yeah.
You know, they handle that legwork so their clients don't have to become like these experts in every single little niche of digital marketing.
So true.
You know, they can focus on what they do best.
Right. It frees you up to actually run your business.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, this blog post, it goes beyond just like tactics, you know?
Yeah.
It stresses how important having like a strategic roadmap is.
Oh, for sure.
What does that even look like in action?
Okay. Well,
It's not just posting randomly on social media whenever you feel like it, right?
gosh, no. Definitely not. Think of it like this.
Okay.
A really good digital marketing company, they start by like deeply understanding your target audience.
Deeply. Okay.
Yeah. Like, who are these people? What are their pain points? Where do they hang out online?
Oh, interesting.
What are they interested in outside of, just your product or your service?
You're getting deep.
Right. I mean, that might mean digging into website data or running surveys, maybe even doing like focus groups,
Oh, wow.
to really get inside their heads.
So they're like what? Like digital detectives, but for marketing?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a great analogy. So once they have that deep understanding of your audience, then they can create a custom strategy. It's laser focused on reaching the right people at the right time with the right message.
Ooh, that's smart.
Right. And that's how you make sure your marketing budget is actually working for you, not against you.
Okay, so now this is where things get really interesting for me, the content part.
Oh, yeah. Content is king.
The blog post calls high-quality content the cornerstone of any successful campaign.
It's true.
But, like, what does high quality even mean in 2025? It's not just blog posts and pretty pictures anymore, is it?
You're absolutely right. Content has evolved. Now we're talking about things like interactive quizzes, the kind that give personalized recommendations.
Oh, yeah.
Or like shoppable live streams.
Shoppable live streams?
Yeah, like picture an influencer demoing products live, and viewers can buy them right there in the stream.
Wow.
We're even seeing AI-generated content now, like stuff that can adapt to each individual user's preferences.
Hold on. AI is writing marketing copy.
It's happening.
That sounds pretty futuristic.
And I know, it might sound like sci-fi, but it's real.
So how does that even work?
Well, these AI tools, they can do some pretty amazing things, like they could whip up catchy ad copy or product descriptions, even outline blog posts based on trending keywords. But like a good digital marketing company, they know how to use this tech ethically and effectively. It's not just a gimmick.
So it's not about replacing, like, human creativity.
No.
It's more about, like, having these tools as part of your arsenal.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. But I gotta be honest, trying to create all this like fancy content myself, it sounds kind of overwhelming.
I get it. And that's the challenge for a lot of solopreneurs and small teams.
It's a lot.
Yeah, because creating high-quality content consistently, it requires a ton of different skill sets.
That's true.
You need writers, designers, video editors, maybe even developers, depending on what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's a lot to manage in-house.
Oh, for sure. So going back to that expertise point,
Mhm.
partnering with a digital marketing company, it's almost like having a whole content creation studio at your disposal.
It is.
And that does sound pretty appealing. But wait, the blog post also talks about data being like super crucial.
It is
And I get it. I know data is important, but it can also be a bit,
boring.
well, yeah, a little dry. How does a digital marketing partner make data exciting?
It's all about going beyond like just the vanity metrics,
Okay.
not just looking at likes and followers. A good digital marketing company is going to track key performance indicators,
KPIs.
KPIs, that are directly related to your specific business goals.
Okay, break that down for me.
Right.
What are some examples of those KPIs,
Sure.
and how do they actually help my business?
Okay, so let's say your goal is to generate leads for your business.
Okay,
A
leads.
good digital marketing company wouldn't just tell you how many people liked your latest post, right?
All right.
They'd be tracking things like conversion rates on your landing pages.
Oh,
They'd be analyzing how many visitors are actually signing up or making a purchase.
that's good info.
Right. Or, like, let's say your goal is brand awareness. Then they'll be looking at things like social media engagement, maybe even doing sentiment analysis to see how people are feeling about your brand online.
Sentiment analysis. That's interesting.
Okay.
So it's not just about collecting data just to have it.
No, not at all.
It's about understanding what it means
Yes,
and then, like, how can it actually inform your strategy going forward?
exactly. And a good partner will translate that data into actionable insights too.
Oh, that's helpful.
Right, like they'll explain why certain campaigns are performing better than others, what tweaks can be made to optimize your results, help you see the story behind the numbers.
Okay, now that makes data a lot more interesting. It's like having a roadmap, but instead of physical locations, it's guiding you toward your business goals.
I like that. I like that a lot. It's about using data to make informed decisions, not just guessing in the dark.
So much better. This is all making a lot of sense, but how does it actually play out for someone running their own business?
Good question.
The blog post mentioned freeing up internal resources by partnering with a digital marketing company.
Uh-huh.
What does that actually look like day to day?
Okay, so imagine this. You're spending way less time stressing about algorithm updates, content creation, and data analysis.
That sounds nice.
Right. Instead, you're doing what you do best,
Like what?
developing new products,
Yeah.
nurturing those client relationships, maybe even just taking a well-deserved break. Right?
Yeah.
You're free to focus on the heart of your business.
Okay, I like where this is going. That sounds way less stressful than trying to DIY everything myself.
For sure.
But what happens when my business starts to grow? Can a digital marketing partnership really keep up?
That's where scalability comes in.
Scalability.
Yeah, as your business expands, your digital marketing needs, they're going to change too, right?
Makes sense.
But a good partner can adapt right alongside you. Maybe that means branching out into new channels, ramping up content production, or even managing a way bigger ad budget. They can handle that growth, like, seamlessly. No problem.
So it's like having a marketing team that grows with you, but I don't have the headache of hiring and managing employees myself.
Exactly. You get all of the expertise and resources of a large agency,
Hmm,
but without the overhead and all that admin stuff.
I like it.
Now, the blog post also highlights some additional advantages, and these are particularly relevant for 2025.
You're talking about those cutting-edge tools and that whole continuous learning thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It mentioned things like AI-powered platforms and even virtual reality. To be honest, that stuff kind of went over my head.
Okay, let's break it down a little.
Okay.
So first, the tools. We're not just talking about those basic social media scheduling apps anymore.
What else is there?
Digital marketing companies now have access to, like, these incredibly sophisticated platforms. Many of them are powered by AI.
Fancy.
Right. They can analyze massive amounts of data, predict consumer trends, even personalize content in real time.
Wait, hold on. Personalized content in real time. What does that even look like?
Okay, so imagine someone visits your website,
Okay.
and based on their past behavior and their preferences, the website content actually changes.
Whoa.
It adjusts to show products or information that they're most likely to be interested in.
So it's like having a virtual salesperson who tailors their pitch to each customer?
You got it.
Wow, that's next level.
Good.
It's kind of mind-blowing, but also a little intimidating.
It is powerful technology. And that's why it's so important to partner with someone who knows how to use it responsibly, ethically.
Right.
The goal isn't to manipulate people or trick them. It's about creating a more personalized and engaging experience, one that benefits both the customer and the business.
Okay, that makes sense. So it's not just about having the coolest, newest tools. It's about using them the right way.
100%.
What about that continuous learning thing? How does a digital marketing company even keep up with all the changes? I mean, this industry changes so fast.
It really does come down to a commitment to professional development. The best companies are constantly pushing themselves to learn and evolve.
Like how?
They're attending all the industry conferences, they're participating in online training programs, they're reading all the latest research,
Yeah.
and always experimenting with new strategies and technologies.
Can you give me like a real world example? How are they adapting to like those new trends we've been talking about, like virtual reality?
You remember those virtual reality shopping experiences? Those started popping up last year.
I think so, yeah.
A good digital marketing company, a forward-thinking one, wouldn't just waited to see what happened.
So they jumped in.
They jumped right in, experimenting with those platforms, figuring out how they work, and most importantly, how to use them effectively for their clients.
So it's almost like having a team of like digital explorers
Uh-huh.
constantly charting new territories so I don't have to.
Exactly. They're navigating the ever-changing landscape of the digital world so you can stay focused on steering your own business towards success.
I'm really starting to get the bigger picture here. Partnering with a digital marketing company, it's not just about outsourcing tasks, it's about tapping into a level of expertise, strategy, and honestly, peace of mind that would be really hard to achieve on your own in 2025.
You nailed it. It's about using that partnership to really amplify your strengths and reach goals that might have seemed impossible before.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. Expertise, strategic planning, content, data, those incredible tools, continuous learning. But let's bring it back to our listener for a sec.
Okay.
They're probably thinking, this all sounds great, but is it right for me?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
The answer really depends on your individual business goals,
Yeah, of course.
and the specific challenges you're facing.
So how do I know if this is the right move for my business? Where do I even begin to figure that out?
Well, a good place to start is to think about what aspects of digital marketing feel like the most challenging for your business right now.
Yeah.
Are you struggling to keep up with those ever-changing algorithms?
Uh-huh.
Is it creating engaging content that actually, moves the needle?
Yeah.
Or maybe you're just drowning in data and can't figure out what it all means.
All of the above.
Right. If any of those resonate, then partnering with a digital marketing company, it might be the thing that takes your business to that next level in 2025 and beyond.
It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day of running a business
It is.
and feel like you have to do it all yourself. But sometimes, like, calling in the experts is the smartest move.
It really can be. It's about recognizing that your time and your energy, those are valuable resources.
Oh, for sure.
And by partnering with a digital marketing company, you're freeing yourself up to really focus on your strengths while knowing that your online presence is being handled by a team of, dedicated professionals.
And that peace of mind is priceless. Well, I think we've done a pretty thorough deep dive today.
I think so, too.
From expertise and strategic planning to the power of content and data and all those mind-blowing tools, digital marketing in 2025 is a whole new world.
It is indeed. And it's a world that really rewards those who are adaptable, innovative, and open to strategic partnerships.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive, everyone. We hope you've learned a thing or two, and we'll see you next time. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the digital world.